seen plenty of wild finishes, but as far as ones you can remember, I mean, where does that one sit for you?
It's par for the course with this with this season. So thought we snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and then I don't. I thought from the start the guys hung in there. Just a tough start for us, changing the starter out with 2 outs, and they get 5 runs, and then offensively we had some stuff that resembled us in the past, but I thought we had a chance to score each and every inning, and that's what kept us in the ball game. And but Weiss contributed, and McMurray got the first hit in a while. Come back from sitting out yesterday, and in Irish. I thought he hit a ball to shortstop in game 1, and I thought he hit the hardest ball of the year to shortstop earlier in this game, and then it was nice for him to feel that swing again because it's about as good as it gets, and we're better when he does that. And he's one of our best players in the country. They're still sitting there, and you look at Irish and McMurray. They still probably RBIs. They're probably still at the top. Pretty competitive in this league. So, but we had a lot of 2-hit guys too. I look at Stanfield, and Stanfield played great defense. He left his feet twice. Carter Wright did an amazing job this weekend because he caught all 3 games, and once he grabbed the 4 hits, game 1 to hang in there. I thought Cam Tilley, I think, a light oblique, pulled him out. I don't know what I'd have done if it was a different circumstance and stuff, but I think by pulling him out, hopefully that's really nothing to speak of, hopefully in a few days. So hopefully that's the case. I think it was only I think he made 2 pitches feeling that. But then also gave us a chance today. And him, kind of going down and pitching a midweek game, his best start, and then he was able to reproduce that. Gotten a couple of runs where he threw the ball really well, and he got through Furnace, I know, got through their lineup there a couple of times and did a nice job for us. And then we just, Parker Carlson, I defend him because he's up last night for a few innings. He comes in the ball game. Tight game, tie game yesterday where he needs to be in there because he's earned that. And then you got a game and bases loaded. You give it to him today. It just turning that lineup over to Fisher, you're asking for it the way he swung it and really didn't have anywhere to put him. So I'll protect him on that. But just, we're just, there's not a Blake Burkhalter right now with as much shuffling around as we've done. And we gave it up. And then, but to the credit, I thought Maynard's triple was just timely. He's been trying to get back with that hand, and hitting that triple made the outcome possible, I thought.
Right. Just to follow with that, Caleb Freeman comes off the bench, gets a huge pitch hit, and then Javon Hernandez goes all the way from first to home.
Yeah.
On 2 wild pitches and so on.
Yeah, he had a green light, 2 outs, and I could tell even from the first pitch he was thinking it. Sometimes, guys go in a shell, either with their at bat or if they have green light running on a base, not being ready. He was timing it up from the first pitch. So he showed me a lot of aggression there, a veteran ball player, and getting around. And then, they just didn't catch it. They had pinched hit and brought in a new catcher and had 2. And I'm like, there might be a third one here. And, our backstop's closer than it's ever been and really hadn't been in play all year like I thought it would be more. But I guess it nicked off of him just enough. But I think the aggression and Hernandez was playing to win. He was running to win, and I think, he jumped it, and that was much needed. We didn't need to go back out there again with where our pitching had gotten to this weekend.
Right. So you talked last night about with how season's gone, guys continuing to not quit on this and keep fighting. To have this then today of so many clutch performances, so many fighting back over and over.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you to see that?
Yeah, I respect it. I was telling them I appreciate our crowds early in the year. I'm always trying to promote the program. I feel like Barnum and Bailey Circus, I guess, the ringmaster. But I just told the guys if they get a chance to mention, our fans come because we're top 25 team early, and you're building a program, and all this stuff's going on, and we're having fun at the ballpark, and it's great. And now they come because they respect our guys, and I think it's important for our guys to know that, and they absolutely responded with that, and that's what we can control. Is how we played with much effort. When you're not swinging the bat, it looks like you're not playing with effort. I really hadn't had a problem with this group. We have not played well enough. We know that, we take responsibility. I've taken the ultimate responsibility, but I think even these players take responsibility for that, and I respect them for that. And they're going to have to do that again in life somewhere, because that's taking responsibility is part of getting to a solution. It's part of like not passing the buck on somebody or something else, and we're all learning more than we want to right now, and I think we talked about that a lot yesterday as well.
Chase, you mentioned it, went out and had a great start in the midweek and had a great appearance today, but just what has been clicking for him these last two times out that you've really seen him?
I thought he's had control and command, but with 3 or 4 lefties, I even saw a changeup. I thought, especially, you look at somebody as locked in as Fisher was this weekend. I think he got a strikeout on a changeup and threw a couple in a sequence, and he's continued to get better every year. And I don't know if you call it control or command. Definition of command is authority over. He just has more authority over the baseball within the zone. I was disappointed at the home run that Ross hit, a 3-1, and I understand, you want to make the leadoff guy hit there, but he's had a lot of the 3-1, 3-2 fastballs that have been touched and hit, and that happened again today. But that's something that we're talking about. But he's not in those counts as much as he was, and I think that's growth for him. That caught him right there at the end of his outing, and that was a long sit. We had done some work there offensively, and that was long. But you can tell that we're thinking like, who's really going to be there late, so you're trying to squeeze. We squeezed Armstrong into the 9th last night. We squeezed everything we could get out of Alsop today, and would like to have had a little bit more. But, he's absolutely grown as a pitcher, command. He's going to be a good draft pick here shortly here in July, and he's hung in there. He's allowed – I appreciate Chase because he's always had trust. Whether I start him on a Friday night or whether I do this, that he's never bucked the journey and has always been willing to do whatever, because I believe at the end of the day he might not be happy, but I always thought that Chase has looked at me and talked to me like he's felt like we've had his best interest in mind. So kudos to him. I'm glad to see him have success like today in that midweek start and then getting back and really helping us in a weekend. He did not pitch. I think last weekend was the first time he didn't get in a SEC series, and persevered for a minute and was rewarded today.
Last one, is something I want to follow something you mentioned on Thursday too, talking about just like getting guys in over the weekend when you could just see kind of younger guys get in or guys who haven't played much get in. Now at the end of this series, just what do you think of some of these guys that may be part of like the long-term future of this program?
Yeah.
Capelou, for example.
Yep. 2 more hits today, and I think he's having good at bats for the most part. Can steal a base. I think he gets from first to second on a steal quicker than maybe all of us thought earlier, just not getting to see him do that. Caleb Freeman's not like a freshman, but is a first-year player that took a long time. He came in as a catcher and then third base, and we're trying to think about defensively, is it ready to play at the speed at this level? Move better in the outfield, and he's hung in there and probably more than anybody with the skill, because he's showing some skill. That was a huge pinch hit that he had today, and he swung the bat good, at least as a threatening type athletic, a powerful swing that looks like a quick bat that he has. And I'm proud of the way that he's played too, because I've mentioned some of these guys, and Strickland didn't do anything wrong. We're just trying to get a hot hand and try to win a game. He's done well too, but I thought Freeman and Ballou continued to stand out this weekend.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. All right, questions for Javon? Brian? Javon, it looked like you came out aggressive from the start when you came into pitch mode. Just walk us through the function.
Yeah, I mean, once I saw Caleb get that big hit to tie the game, I kind of had a feeling that they were going to call me to go pinch run. That was kind of my role in the series. And like I told the guys, I was fueled on Skittles and Nerd Clusters in the dugout, so I was ready. And once I saw the pitcher warming up, he had a high leg kick, and with my speed and my times, and our times to second base and third, I'm like, this is a good time to be aggressive.
I know this season hasn't gone how y'all would have liked to, but it's got to be meaningful to have a win like that. You're second to last home series. And just come away with the W.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone saw the game. We were fighting all day, back and forth. Ole Miss is a good team. We're a good team, and just it was a back and forth battle. And I'm just proud of my guys to keep fighting and staying up and backing off.
Adam?
I guess this is, I think, a very similar question, but just like, as somebody who has been in that locker room, that clubhouse all year, and the breaks have not gone your guys' way, I mean, just like, what did today say about you guys and I guess the fight and the demeanor, the approach that you guys have taken into the season when things haven't worked?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it just shows that we're doesn't matter how we're doing, we're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna try to honor Auburn University, and we're gonna do that however we can. If it's going out there, even if we would have lost, we're gonna put up a fight. So I think that's the biggest thing, and that's kind of our way going towards the end of the season right now.
If I can ask kind of a little expanding more on that, on the final, I guess, wild pitch pass ball, whatever that score at the end, like, what, I guess, did that on the pitch that you actually scored on, that look like from your perspective, knowing to go and just get it across the plate?
Yeah, so like you said, we realized that I was a backup catcher, and me getting the third, Coach Gabe, he tells me, he's like, anything close, we're gonna take the chance to tie a game. We have nothing to lose. So as soon as I saw the ball low, I saw a hit off his glove, or I believe the bottom of his gear, I just took off.
Good. All right. Thank you, Javon.
Thank you.